You know that feeling, right? You spend an entire Saturday deep cleaning your home, organizing every drawer, wiping down every surface, and making everything picture perfect. By Wednesday, it looks like a tornado hit. By the weekend, you're back to square one, wondering if you're destined to live in perpetual chaos. Here's the thing, you're not lazy, and you're not failing at adulting. The problem isn't your cleaning skills, it's your system, or rather, the lack of one. The hidden truth about messy homes. Most people think mess equals laziness, but that's completely wrong. After years of helping people transform their living spaces, home organization experts have discovered that messy homes aren't created by lazy people. They're created by perfectly normal people who lack the right systems. Think about it. When you can't find your keys, where do you look? Probably three different tables, the kitchen counter, maybe your coat pocket, and finally that random bowl by the door. That frantic search isn't happening because you're disorganized by nature. It's happening because your keys don't have a designated home. The real culprits behind chronic mess are surprisingly predictable. Items without designated spots create what organizers call floating clutter, things that migrate around your home because they have nowhere specific to live. Your phone charger ends up on the kitchen counter, then the coffee table, then your nightstand, never quite finding its permanent address. Holding on to more than you can manage is another silent mess maker. That spare bedroom that's become a storage unit, those kitchen gadgets you used once, the clothes that don't quite fit but might someday, they're all taking up physical and mental space. Decision delays are mess magnets. That pile of mail on the counter isn't really about not having time to sort it. It's about postponing the decision of what to do with each piece. The laundry basket full of clean clothes isn't about hating folding. It's about avoiding the mental energy of deciding where everything goes. But here's what might surprise you. Sometimes the biggest source of clutter isn't even physical. Digital chaos, thousands of photos scattered across phones, laptops, and cloud drives, creates its own form of mental mess. When you want to find that perfect family photo, you end up scrolling through endless screenshots and blurry duplicates. The game-changing habits that actually work. Forget everything you think you know about staying organized. These aren't about being perfect or maintaining Pinterest-worthy spaces. They're about creating sustainable systems that work with your real life, not against it. The 1-minute revolution. This single rule will transform your home faster than any organizing marathon. If something takes less than 1 minute to complete, do it now, not later, not when you have time. Now, wipe the counter while your coffee brews. Toss the junk mail as you walk from the mailbox to your door. Put your jacket on its hook instead of throwing it over a chair. These micro actions feel insignificant in the moment, but they're like compound interest for your home's tidiness. The magic isn't in any single 1-minute task, it's in the accumulation. When you consistently handle small things immediately, you prevent the buildup that leads to overwhelming messes. Your future self will thank you for not having to face a mountain of tiny tasks that have snowballed into a weekend-consuming project. Creating calm in the storm. Reset zones. Even if your entire home isn't magazine ready, you can create pockets of peace that make everything feel more manageable. Choose one or two areas, maybe your kitchen counter and dining table, that you commit to keeping clear and organized. These reset zones serve as visual anchors in your home. When everything else feels chaotic, these tidy spaces remind your brain that order is possible. They're like meditation spots for your eyes, offering relief from visual clutter and mental overwhelm. The psychology behind this is fascinating. Our brains are constantly processing visual information, and cluttered spaces create low-level stress. By maintaining even small areas of calm, you're giving your mind a place to rest. Daily resets. Small actions, big impact. Forget the weekly cleaning marathon. Instead, embrace the power of daily micro resets, quick 10-minute sessions that prevent chaos from taking hold. Your morning reset might involve making your bed and putting away any stray clothing. It sounds almost too simple, but coming home to a made bed and clear surfaces completely changes the energy of your bedroom. Instead of being greeted by evidence of morning rush, you're welcomed by calm and order. Your evening reset could focus on the living room, straighten the throw blanket, fluff the pillows, and clear any dishes or random items from the coffee table. These small actions create a sense of completion to your day and set you up for a peaceful morning. The beauty of daily resets is that they prevent problems rather than solve them. It's much easier to maintain order than to restore it. the surface strategy that changes everything. Here's a counterintuitive truth. Having fewer surfaces to put things on actually makes your home more functional. Those cute little accent tables scattered around your living room, they're clutter magnets. When you limit surfaces, you force yourself to make decisions about where things actually belong, instead of just setting them down wherever. It's like creating intentional friction that leads to better habits. Clear surfaces aren't just aesthetically pleasing, they're functional breathing room for your brain. Visual clutter creates mental clutter, and by keeping surfaces clear, you're creating space for your mind to relax. The art of corralling chaos. Sometimes you don't have time to put everything in its proper place immediately, and that's okay. The key is containing the chaos rather than letting it spread. Strategic containers throughout your home can corral clutter until you have time to deal with it properly. A basket by your front door for things that need to go upstairs. A small box in your living room for remotes, lip balm, and other frequently used items. A container on your kitchen counter for things that need to be put away later. The rule is simple. When the container is full, it's time to empty it and put everything in its proper place. This system contains mess rather than eliminating it, which is often more realistic for busy lives. Making letting go easy. One of the biggest obstacles to maintaining a tidy home is the difficulty of letting go of things. Combat this by making donation as easy as possible. Keep a donation bag in your closet. When you try on something that doesn't fit or that you don't love anymore, put it directly in the bag instead of back on the shelf. When the bag is full, take it straight to a donation center. This system removes the emotional burden of making donation decisions in bulk. Instead of facing an entire closet worth of maybe I'll wear this someday items, you're making small individual decisions when the choice is obvious. The mindset revolution. The most important shift isn't about what you do, it's about how you think about organization. This isn't about achieving perfection or maintaining a showroom-ready home. It's about creating a space that supports your life rather than hindering it. Progress over perfection is the mantra that will serve you well. Don't avoid starting because you can't achieve Pinterest-worthy results. Start because your home will be more manageable, more peaceful, and more functional for you. Remember that you don't need to be a minimalist to benefit from these strategies. You just need to be intentional about what you keep and how you manage it. The goal is having less stuff to work around, not having no stuff at all. The digital declutter factor. Don't forget about digital organization in your quest for a tidier home. Thousands of photos scattered across devices create their own form of mental clutter. When you want to share family memories or find specific images, digital chaos is just as frustrating as physical mess. Consider how much mental energy you spend thinking about organizing photos, finding specific images, or worrying about losing precious memories. Digital organization tools can help consolidate and organize these scattered files, making it easier to enjoy and share your memories, rather than being overwhelmed by them. Building your new reality. The transformation from chronically messy to consistently tidy isn't about willpower, it's about systems. When you implement these strategies, you're not just cleaning up, you're rewiring your relationship with your space. Start small. Choose one habit, maybe the 1-minute rule or establishing a single reset zone, and practice it until it becomes automatic. Then add another element. Building sustainable change happens gradually, not overnight. Your home should be your sanctuary, not your source of stress. It should support your daily routines, not create obstacles to them. When you have systems in place, maintaining your space becomes effortless rather than exhausting. The most successful people aren't those who never create mess. They're those who have systems for managing it efficiently. They make quick decisions, handle things immediately when possible, and have designated places for everything they keep. The ripple effect. As your physical space becomes more organized, you'll likely notice improvements in other areas of your life. Mental clarity increases when visual clutter decreases. Decision-making becomes easier when you have established systems. Stress levels drop when your environment supports rather than sabotages your daily routines. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. It's creating a home that works for you, supports your lifestyle, and gives you peace instead of stress. With these systems in place, you can finally break free from the cycle of cleaning, organizing, and cleaning again, and instead maintain a home that consistently feels good to live in. Your organized home is waiting for you, not in some distant future when you have more time or motivation, but starting today with one small, simple change.